What did Ray say while playing Riichi Mahjong? Yo, Star, what the frick have my hands been? Why's it taking it so long to get 10 pi and East 3? I'm malding left, Lord. Why you calling those close cons? Is your reason just all gone? Or is it just to spite me? Welcome back to Mahjong Soul, folks. My name's Yusong. Hope you're having a good day over here, folks. You're listening to Riichi FM. That's genuinely one of my favorite songs right now. It's Ray, R-A-Y-E, with the song "Where's My Husband." I can't sing that high. It was a lot of screaming. Folks, I'm kissing the ground right now. Nature is healing. Parentheses. We don't know if it's a good or a bad thing, but I'm not ever gonna turn my nose up at getting a first place in the Jade Room. We're going back into the Jade Room today. I've said this before. I'll say it again. The rumors of me being a hard-stuck Master 2-star player in Mahjong Soul are simply just untrue. As we load into the Jade Room, let me just say this. If you like the song or if you like the genre, consider subscribing. I got new videos every single day. Consider leaving a like and a comment if you're feeling particularly generous, as it helps out me and the channel such a great deal. It brings us to our featured comment of the day. Nippio Pod writes, less than 180 seconds in, and we're already talking about the Gilded Age. Hang on, let me lock in. And we're already talking about the Gilded Age. Parentheses, having a good grade in AP US History blank years ago. I mean, you know, it makes sense that I'm still talking about AP US History since it was 6 years ago. Let me know in the comments what's like a believable number to say there. Let me know what's a believable number, and so then we can all lie on my Wikipedia article together. I don't have a Wikipedia article, but you know, you gotta dream big, shoot for the moon. Even if you miss, you might still get a fandom article somewhere else. You know what I mean? It's a tricky position to play. Somebody get Magnus Carlsen on the line. This hand is just okay, right? Like there's ooh. All right. I mean, there's some stuff going on here. Maybe this is a Tanyo Terry situation. If we draw into a 4 of characters, I'll go Tanyo. But yeah, there's not a lot of value in this hand, right? We see 0 red 5s. We see 0 copies of the Dora. I'm going to just be real with you. I have no idea what any of this is. I have a gazillion, bajillion pairs in my hand. Some of them are becoming triplets. I don't really know. I think despite the fact that we have none value left beef, calling Riichi might still be okay. You know what I mean? Nobody else knows that my hand is absolute garbaggio, and maybe if we're just the first to call Ron, we can prevent someone else, like, for example, the dealer from winning a seat win, prevalent win, red 5 Dora hand or something along those lines. A little bit of Zuzzy for Earth in jail for me. I don't know. This hand, I probably misplayed it somewhere down the line. The reason that I wanted to keep all these triplets is because I'm thinking about 3 concealed triplets. I don't know if that's way too greedy to be considering in this type of a situation, but that is the reasoning that led me down this path. By the way, before we get too far into this game, want to thank the patrons real quick. Patreon.com/YU_SONG. The link is down below in the description. For $4 a month, you get access to a bonus video every single month, a shout out like you're hearing right now, and a whole bunch more. Sincerely thank you to all the patrons for helping me out, for supporting me, for allowing me to keep doing what I'm doing. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. I sincerely appreciate it. Thank you so much. Left Lord is going to win this hand. I mean, this is fine, right? They won with a Tanyo 2 Dora hand. No, what? What is this tile that they just won off of? Was it a red 5 or something? I should have been paying a little bit more closer attention, but that's okay. It's still anyone's game. A crosser gets the tiniest dealer penalty taken from them, but it is legitimately anyone's game. This hand is really interesting. We were just talking about this kind of situation in yesterday's video, where it's like, we could go for a fully outside hand. Damn. Okay, we might have to do so. But I don't know how much I believe in that. You know what I mean? I'm just gonna be real with you. I don't know how much I believe in the full outside hand. Fully outside hand. I don't know. I want to keep my white dragon just in case. I don't think there's a terribly correct or incorrect decision here. This hand is gonna be struggling no matter what. Holy frick. So unpunished. I mean, this is feeling good. 1, 2, 3 mixed triple sequence. Just a little bit of a Sanshokler in this one. Like, I mean, I could chi this. I don't even hate chiing this. Usually, I hate opening up my hand this early when I'm not even getting into tempo. I think it's a little antsy. But I love chiing to confirm Sanshoku. Not to mosey my way towards maybe getting Sanshoku later. But now, no matter what happens in this hand, it is going to be a valid hand. And I appreciate the 5 of circles, but I'm not really looking for that right now. I'm looking to chi into a 2 or a 5 of characters, and we get into Tenpai that way. I could go. No, I'm not going for full outside hand. You literally can't make me. A crosslord is doing something scary. What do you have? Tanya red 5 so far. Okay, it's a little bit spooky scary. I don't know if I should necessarily be folding. But anyway, this confirms Sanshoku. We have 1, 2, 3 in all 3 suits. No matter what the rest of our hand looks like, we're going to be able to call Ron, which feels pretty good. Would it be nice to eventually get into a fully outside hand situation? Maybe, but that like super specific things need to happen. We need to draw into 2 of characters followed by 1 of characters, and then we can get into Tenpai. Okay, a crosslord is throwing some tiles. They are most definitely in Tenpai right now. They have 3 completed sets. They have Tanya red 5, red 5. How scared am I of this? I mean, I am scared. I'm just going to be real with you. I am scared. I don't want to deal into this unless I absolutely freaking have to. Yeah, Right Lord also understands the assignment. Like, we have a bunch of safe tiles, too, right? We have 3 of characters, 1 of characters. Not a super safe tile that Left Lord is throwing down, but I'm not gonna judge. I'm also in a pretty tricky spot right now. Anyway. Yusong, how are you doing outside of the game? I'm doing okay. You want to hear something embarrassing? Yesterday's video when I was rapping my Dochi Riichi Mahjong song parody, I'm gonna fold this hand. All I have is Sanshoku. I have 1 Han. I see a crosslord. They have 2 Han. They also have 3 Han. Their hand needs to be valid somehow. I believe they have Tanya red 5, and I'm just not. And I don't want to step up to Seawin Prevalent Windora. I simply just don't want to. Bartleby the Scrivener posting on main. Go ahead, take your 12,000 point sumo. Go ahead, take your 12,000 point sumo in the dealer seat. That's fine. Enjoy it while you can. Also, good one for emoting earlier. Oh, someone's going in the death note, buddy. As soon as I finished recording yesterday's video or the last video, I walk outside, use the bathroom, and then I realize, oh, the window's just been open the whole time. I have no idea what my neighbors think about me, and I never want to know. I genuinely never want to know. My only hope is that someone heard me rapping Dochi lyrics, going hard on the Nissan Altima parody, and they were like, "Oh, this is like a private moment. Like I shouldn't be here right now." That is my biggest hope, that someone heard that and was like, "Oh, this is not for me." Any sane individual would not have their window open right now. I gotta turn away and do something else. That's my fan fiction. That's literally the thing in my head that will allow me to sleep at night. This hand is awesome sauce. I mean, it's Riichi Dora Dora. It's literally nothing outside of that, which stinks a little bit. Okay. I mean, I'm going to throw this. This is a more dangerous tile. Now our nut draws 4 of bamboo. Riichi Dora Dora, but at least we have a double-sided weight. That would feel awesome. Other good tiles that we could draw into. I mean, I'm gonna be real with you. I have no freaking idea. Could pawn, but we don't have Tenpai. Or we don't have Tanya. If only this was a 6 of circles, that pawn would feel so good. Oh, welcome to the freaking Cirque du Soleil, Buster. I don't know if I'm supposed to. I'm gonna slam the like and subscribe button. Maybe I deal into Left Lord, but I have Riichi 2 Dora. I don't know if this is necessarily correct. I'm single tile yorking it for the 4. What? Paid actor. Right, Lord, check your PayPal right now. Whoa. I gotta check Right Lord's East 2 repeat 1 deal in Right Lord. I have to check their POV. I have to check Right Lord's POV. That is genuinely suspicious. I mean, this is how rumors start. Oh, I hear you. Yusong has been paying off his opponents in the Jade Room. No one would discard a 4 bamboo in that situation. I don't know. I got to take a peep at Right Lord's gameplay after. They're tilted. They might be tilted right now. They're you know, their mid laner's just been running it down, feeding the enemy jungler. Sometimes it's gonna happen. A crosslord is a Saint 1-star player. Enjoy your ivory tower. And then Left Lord, you emoted a second ago. Okay, you're kind of in the shadow room. I feel bad for going hard on you just a minute ago. So yeah, I did record that last video with my window open. I feel very vulnerable, but I was very lucky that I wasn't talking about the Omegaverse. I felt very lucky that I wasn't talking about fan fiction. It was just I replayed that video in my head and I was like, oh yeah, just talking about meditation and self-care. At least, you know, the neighbors might think, oh, he's off his rocker from the song parody, but then it's like, oh, but he's taking care of himself. he's kind of okay. Outside of that, having a weird time lately with productivity. I'm in a weird relationship with how I record videos. And hang on, This is also a weird little situation. I really want to be able to accept 5 of bamboo. 5 of bamboo is the Dora. And streaming and recording videos, I think that I can't nail down a routine. And sometimes Yusong does really well in a routine. You know what I mean? Oh, yo, speaking of streaming real quick, I don't know if this was like a coordinated effort, but I want to give a quick shout out to Coffee Ground, Ergen API, and Crazy Hair Roger. Thank you all for dropping Prime subs even when I'm not streaming. Liam Neeson voice, I have a very specific set of skills. I will find you and I will thank you. That is incredibly kind. Thank you so much for the support. Really appreciate it. I think the good thing that has come out of this, these last few months is that, like, and I'm not gonna say that I'm the most productive person on the planet. I think that's, I don't know. Someone else has that title. I don't know who, but it's certainly not me. This is a weird hand. This is a really weird hand. What do I want to draw into? I want to draw into 5 of bamboo, and then what do I even cut from that situation? Okay, now I got a 2, 3, 4. I go Tanya mode, right? I go Tanya mode, Oppa Tanya style. Give me a 5 of characters. I definitely chi into a 5 of characters. The spicy thing is me trying desperately not to deal in with this 4 of bamboo. Okay, I'm just gonna cut it now so that it doesn't get me into trouble later. It's not like the 6 of bamboo is that much safer, right? So this is not, it's not feeling amazing, but it's still feeling okay. Someone isn't done by. I mean, it's not like I really predicted what was going on, but we're 9 discards in, and I'm throwing out some pretty spicy tiles. Someone was eventually gonna deal in. I'm glad it's not me. A crosslord eating dirt a little bit, but hey, we've all been there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. If you draw me into a 9th one, I can either have a reshuffle or I can go for 13 orphans. God damn, it was neither. Okay, well, I mean, I can't play this hand normally. This hand is just so bad. This is either going to be the stupidest half flush you've ever seen in your entire life in the character suit, or a very misguided 13 orphans attempt. Folks, my hands might be tied. This is coming from corporate, okay? My hands might be tied on this one. I might have to go, half flush gaming in the character suit. Also, 2 copies of the Dora getting discarded. That's not that. 9. I only need 4 more very, very specific tiles. Are any of them really gone? Westwind is a little spicy. I'm gonna go for it. See, the beautiful thing about this is that other people might think that I'm not a big idiot, and that they might think that I'm just going for a half flush in the bamboo suit. I mean, eventually we're gonna start discarding bamboo tiles, and then it's gonna be very, very clear. Oh yeah, this bozo is going for 13 orphans. We are going for it. We are absolutely going for it. Things that we need to look out for. If all 4 copies of the Westwind get thrown, that's terrible news for us. If all 4 copies of the 1 of characters get thrown, or the 9 of characters, it's looking grim with the 9 of characters. And a lot of the 1 of characters are also coming out right now. So again, we're going for it. Haha, funny meme. I need your resting heart rate. If it's starting to increase, I need you to lower that resting heart rate. If someone else calls Riichi and my hand looks like this, I am folding. I am so call me the buttery flakes of a croissant the way I'm folding, okay? I'm giga folding. Call me the game that you play, the dream catcher. What is it called? The frickin' you have 4 little like diamonds, and you're doing the hands like, who am I gonna marry? 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm gonna marry Robert. How many kids are we gonna have? 1, 2, 3, 4. We're gonna have 7 kids. Like, you know what I mean? You ever play that game in like elementary school or something? What is that called? I'm gonna look this up because I need to know. Right, Lord calls Riichi. Oh wow. I want to so bad. I want to so bad. Okay. Game where you fold paper into 4 squares and then glean info about your future. If Google gets this one, they're going to be goated for this. I can't now. This is just too spicy. Okay, it's called a paper fortune teller, also known as a cootie catcher. Honestly, I was gonna say that, but then I was like, that sounds like wrong. That sounds like slightly NSFW because of what the first word might also sound like. So I was getting very, very freaked out there. And now Here's Wonderwall. And now I'm folding. I can't. I tried very, very hard. I tried very, very hard to go for 13 orphans. And then we reached 10 orphans. That's fine. That doesn't even get me oingo boingo. If we reach 11 or 12, 12 being tenpai, of course, then I'm like, okay, well, we're legally not allowed to fold. But this is a fine attempt. This is an absolutely fine attempt. And we're not gonna cry over a spilled 13 orphans attempt. What was I talking about? Oh yeah, the productivity is weird. Something good that I've realized is that, like, you know, my whole life I've been a little bit self-conscious about, like, oh, Yusong's just a lazy little guy, and I've realized no. If I'm struggling to record a video and I'm yapping, like I love yapping. If I'm struggling to record a video, it's not because I'm being lazy. It's because something is deeply wrong with either my physical or mental health. Like, genuinely, that is what I realized. That is what I realized. And I think I like a routine, not a super strict routine. Like, I can't, like, wake up every single day at the exact same time, have breakfast done by this exact same time, you know, like, I can't do that. But what's worked for me is that, like, a loose routine where I know what I need to do every single day. Where it's like, oh, okay, on Tuesdays I need to get like 3 videos recorded, and I need to go to the grocery store, and I just need to not die. I need to eat enough meals. I need to consume enough food so that I don't die. Like, though, if that's on the docket for Tuesday, then I kind of know. I can kind of plan out my entire day around that. Right Lord in Tenpai, across Lord in Tenpai, we don't deal into those. We don't deal into those. We miss me with that noise, okay? Ew, miss me with that noise. What am I, relevant in the year like 2015? Jeez Louise. I mean, AP US history was just 8 years ago? Okay, East 4. Not a very stellar hand, but one single Northwind or a White Dragon, or even like an Eastwind changes how this hand looks. White Dragon, unfortunately, gone, so we can't really do that. But I realized that, like, Yusong's struggling with the whole routine thing, because he's trying to make friends and he doesn't know how to plan around it. Like, sometimes the friends will get in the way of, and I don't mean this in a negative way. Like sometimes if you're hanging out with friends, you kind of need to, like, reconfigure your entire day. And then once Yusong kind of loses his grip on the routine that he had, Humpty Dumpty falls, like, and rolls down the mountain. You know what I mean? It's getting over it and you just rode the snake. It's like, oh no, I'm 1 video behind. Well, it's Jover. Like, and I should have cut the one in bamboo. And it shouldn't be like that, but I think my mind has like a tendency to spiral whenever I feel behind on literally anything. So that's been a little freaky lately. Like, and I'm trying to resettle into some kind of meaningful routine, but sometimes it's like, oh, a friend might ask, or you might ask a friend, like, do you want to get lunch? And you're like, oh yeah, I do. I was gonna go to Trader Joe's, and then I have my meals planned out in a very, very specific way. And it's just like, as soon as that, like, loose structure crumbles, I have a very hard time getting back on the horse. I don't know if anyone else struggles with this, or if it's just like the way that my brain is wired. And let's just say that the electrician wasn't certified. That's right. I'm putting God on task for this one. I should be folding this hand, right? Like, I know our hand is okay. Like, there's nothing on paper. There's no rule that says a dog can't play basketball. Oh, now this hand is going to make me want to go for it. But I also think, like, if we draw into some super spicy tiles, I don't think a fold here is, like, totally out of line. At least that was before we completed this 1, 2, 3 shape. How many 8s are gone? 2 8s are gone. We can still kind of rock with this a little bit. Green Dragon is a little spicy, but luckily it does not deal in. 8 of bamboo and I Riichi on that thing, right? Riichi, Pinfu, we have a chance to accept the Dora. That feels really, really good. Riichi, Pinfu, chance to accept the Dora is fine. It's not like a lot of the 5s and a lot of the 8s have been thrown. There's still a decent chance that we could sumo as well. But before we completed that shape, like, our hand seemed very valueless. Pinfu didn't even seem like a real possibility, so I could just... No, I'm not slamming like that. I also cannot slam like this. I don't know. It's Riichi 1 Dora, and that's fine. This hand can still frick, though. Yeah, if we drew into a 6 of bamboo, it's Riichi, Pinfu, Dora, Sanshoku chance, right? Suddenly Seymour is pogging with Mongon. A crosser. They didn't elect to con my green dragon either. Okay, it's a little spicy. I might have slammed the con there. You're in Tenpai. You got a perfectly fine double-sided weight. I can understand why people in during the live streams are calling for my head whenever I don't call con. Okay. South 1, it's looking like a Tanya moment right now. It's looking like a Tanya Otari moment. Does not feel bad. Dora is the Nolan Northwind, and that's a snooze for me. I don't think that this hand really wants the Nolan Northwind, and I think we're completely okay with that. Sure, would happily chi into a 4 of characters at this point. We don't know, right? Well, we could always do like a Riichi Pinfu Red 5 pure double sequence as well. This hand is brimming with possibility. So that's making me feel good. And so yeah, it's just sometimes falling off of the wagon has been tough. And then I think like the idea of recharging has been tough. Can I tell you something? I read the other day. You know, when you meet, okay, if I've met you in the last 3 months and we've talked about reading, I have lied to you. What do I mean by that? Like, I think, no, I don't know if I've necessarily lied, but I like, because I think people who read are like cool, you know what I mean? And you want to show that you're an adult and that you also read. But people will be asking me like, oh, what are you reading? And I'm like, and I'll just say some stuff that I've read in the past. And I think it's not inherently like the most, you know, like the most hate-fueled, malicious lie that I've ever told. It's just because I understand. It's coming from a place of insecurity, which I think is where a lot of lies come from. It's like, oh, well, I want you to see me as someone who reads. As someone who doesn't just glance at the headlines of articles, you know what I mean? But the other day, I'm gonna cheat this. I am in Tenpai and we're rocking. We're rocking right now. And if the rooms are rocking, don't come a knocking. I didn't realize how bad this wait was, right? I thought that there were a few more 8 of circles left in the game. Oh my god. Oh my god. Let me check that South 1 Shi decision. I don't know if that was correct. Because we had a really good chance of just also getting to call Riichi on that thing was also pretty likely. I love getting that sumo, right? A crosslord, we're most likely, I mean, I'll never say never. We could still get into first place, but most likely we're going to be competing with a crosslord for the title of second place. So taking some points away from them, preventing them from repeating in the dealer seat, that feels great. Absolutely feels great. But the other night I was reading. And it didn't, like, this is the thing. I have a very childish view of, or a very impatient view of how I want mental health to look. Like, what do I mean by that? I thought that if I read one short story, I would feel like, oh my god, I'm so zen. I'm gonna go to sleep tonight and dream of angels or whatever. you know what I mean? It's like, oh, I'm very impatient. Like, I want it to be so easy. Like, you exercise once and it's like, oh my god, suddenly I'm not spiral anymore. This feels amazing. Wahoo, yahoo. You know what I mean? It doesn't work like that. Turns out you gotta like develop habits, and it's so hard because at the start you're expending even more energy to develop like a healthy habit. You're expending energy that you don't have. You're investing, right? And hopefully it's like, oh, 6 exercises in, I will, like, 6 weeks from now I'll have a little bit more pep in my step. And it's like, I don't have time for that, like, but I know it's the right thing. I read a short story. What did I read? It was a short story that I read, a lot in my past. It's J.D. Salinger's, and that's already going to be controversial. It's already going to be controversial. I should have cheated earlier. I should have cheated that 2 of characters. But this isn't bad. Like, I get into Tenpai easily here. It's a fine situation. It's not good. It's a fine situation. Right, Lord? You're going for a flush in the bamboo suit. That's fine. If you draw into a 2 or a 5 of characters, we're gaming. Left Lord, you don't need a 2 of characters. I don't know what you're going for, but you're probably trying to do something in the 2 seat. Across Lord, you're being a big weirdo right now. I think you have a triplet of the Nolan Northwind. I think you have a triplet of your Seatwind. Otherwise, like, I just don't understand this pawn. It could be a dank all triplets angle, but I don't know. I don't really understand. Yeah, I don't really understand what's going on. Maybe a half outside hand. They're a same level player, so they know what they're doing. But if I had to guess, this is a three copies of the Nolan Northwind situation. Right, Lord, it terrifies me that you cut 7 of bamboo. I don't know if you're going for orphans or something like that. No, you're not. First discard being a 9 of circles. No way. I can understand this pawn a little bit better now, right? Like, had they not pawned on this 9 of circles, then the 9 of circles is dead, and it's literally never going to become a triplet. So I think I can kind of understand what a crosslord is doing. Right, left lord, you're going in. I got a whole page dedicated to you. Okay, something happened just now. This is disgusting. That is genuinely disgusting. Okay, it is going to be really hard to get. It's not going to be that hard. We can still get second place. We can still get first place even. This hand is not going to make it easy for me. But yeah, we called our shot, right? At least we knew that or we didn't know, but like, our educated guess was correct. They did have 3 copies of the Nolan Northwind. What we didn't expect is that they also had 3 copies of the Dora. I suppose we didn't see any copies of the Dora, and whenever someone makes like what I would consider like a boneheaded pawn, it usually means they have a good reason to do so. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. If someone is master 1-star and on the brink of demoting, which I've been there, you know what I mean? We've all been there. Maybe you respect that a little bit less, but I think here in Jade, like we like most people, I feel like most people understand the assignment. So if you're gonna go on a limb, the juice has to be worth the squeeze. You know what I mean? Oh, I'm so sorry. I almost had a Yakuman just in my discards. 3 big not really, but like we could have had. Oh my god, just had I discarded a little bit. Oh my god. Okay, well that's really unlucky. That kind of stinks. What's it talking about? Routine. Oh yeah, I read the short story Uncle Wiggly in Connecticut by J.D. Salinger. Sounds weird, but I really like that short story. I was describing my taste in literature to someone else, and then I realized, you know how in English class, or like if you're doing comparative literature, you have to be like, you have to compare and contrast 2 stories. I realized that a lot of the short stories that I like, and this is real, okay? This is real. One of my favorite short stories of all time. I've talked about this before. Raymond Carver's Why Don't You Dance? Second on that list, or just, I don't know. The ranking beyond this is not, that's probably just my favorite. And then everything else is kind of just, I also like it. You know what I mean? It's not, this is such a weirdo situation. I mean, I kind of just want to draw into another copy of the Dora. I know that's so greedy, but I'm like, Dora, cut this. Draw into something awesome. Riichi, Pinfu, Dora. Maybe even a Tenhou chance on top, right? That's so funny. Okay, well now I cut the Dora. Really spicy, but I know what my hand looks like. It's this. It's Riichi, Pinfu, red 5. Okay, a crossword pawns into the Dora. I don't know if I'm allowed to play defense. And I know how stupid that sounds, but I'm like I genuinely just believe in myself. I like, if we're gonna win this game, we can win this game. Like, this is the hand to stake your claim on. 3 copies of the 1 of circles getting already discarded makes me feel terrible. Like, if someone cuts 4 of circles, we might just have to YOLO. Like, we might just have to YOLO chi. At least the 2 of characters is fine. This is bad, but even if a crossword, like, even if a crossword sumos right now and they sumo a manga and we pay out 4K, that's fine. I think we can still probably destroy Right Lord and get to enjoy 3rd. The awesome thing here is getting to call Riichi. And I think, excuse me, is my game lagging? I think we absolutely call Riichi here. I don't want to fold this hand. I simply don't. Bartleby the Scrivener, I'm feeling myself. I'm pogging. I'm feeling myself, coach. Give me the ball and I'll make it go in the basket. This is how you know I don't play a lot of sports. Okay, genuinely 1 of circles might come out. 3 copies of the 3 of circles have been discarded. Like, it's unlikely that I'm waiting with a 2-3. It just is. And then terminal tiles, you know, how bad could it be? You don't deal into Tanya, how bad could it be? Right Lord, make a crossword, make my day. Make my freaking day. You want to know I got these scars? Okay. So they're not folding, right? 9 of characters is a little bit scary on the board right now. Just took out Tomato Town. Okay, and they're doing that because they're going for Tanya, or it's pretty clear that they're going for Tanya. So they can't use that tile in their hand anyway. If that is the case, 1 of circles. Someone just give a little bit of misfortune to a crosslord and have them draw into the 1 of circles. At least making them make that difficult decision. If they're gonna fold because they literally got like a 6th sense or something, that's fine. That's genuinely fine. Holy frick! What is? I mean, I'm not waiting with a 3-4, but like, my 6-7 is Like you see 0 copies of the 6 and 1 copy of the 6 and 0 copies of the 7. So they're going for it. Wow! I have no idea what happened there, folks. I have no idea what happened in their hand. 3, 2, 1, 0. I have the last draw. Sumo, Under the Sea. Sebastian, domain expansion. Frick, I said it too late. Someone commented on one of the videos recently, domain expansion Jeb Bush, and I think I said that. I think I genuinely said that because sometimes I say Jeb Bush, please pass. You know what I mean? And that comment made me laugh so hard. Domain expansion Jeb Bush. It guarantees that whenever I ask the crowd to clap, that they will clap. I don't know. Anyway, I was telling people my favorite short stories. It is Why Don't You Dance, Uncle Wiggily in Connecticut. Why Don't You Dance by Raymond Carver. Uncle Wiggily in Connecticut by J.D. Salinger. And there's this Nabokov short story called Signs and Symbols, or it's called Symbols and Signs. I'm not sure. All 3 of these stories have something very similar. Spoilies, if you want to check out these stories for yourself, I'm pretty sure all of them you can just like Google and you'll be able to find them. Spoilies, they all have this common through line of a main character, and it's less so with the Nabokov one, but especially with the Salinger and the Carver. Like they have a character who just can't get over something. They can't process something. And I think I'm really drawn to these characters because I have a very hard time processing stuff, just like emotionally, you know what I mean? Thank freaking God for therapy being goated. What a way to say that. But like I don't know. I'm so grateful for therapy being good because sometimes you talk things out and process them. But here's the dark truth. And this is real. Talking things out, like I can talk about anything and I still might not process what happened in my own life. Oh man, could have had a pure straight, but what am I guess I could have speculated harder on pure straight by cutting the 3 of bamboo there. Let me see. South 3 repeat 1. South 3 repeat 1. 1 of character's second discard. Like maybe there is something there. And so like I'm drawn to characters like at the end of the Carver story, and this is genuine the spoilies. Like one of the characters has just had like a really meaningful experience, and they try to like laugh about it with their friends. They try to like joke about it because they can't quite wrap their head around what happened or why it was so emotionally meaningful to them. But then like their friends, like even if you try to joke about it, which I try to joke about. Oh no, I had to, right? I'm in the dealer seat. I'm feeling frisky. Oh my God. Enjoying 3rd. Okay. If we get like a Hanemon, or if we get a direct hit Mongon on a crosser or left lord, all of that is pretty good. 7 pairs, maybe. But also like we also just have to be honest with one another. Tanya, right? Like genuinely, if I win with a 1-Han hand, we get to end the game in 3rd, and not ending the game in 4th place. I can't tell you that's like so good. That's worth its weight in gold. I don't have to emotionally process that at all. I genuinely like no. I frick with that. You know, I'm throwing one of my safest tiles. This feels bad. If Right Lord calls Riichi, this is gonna be the worst day of my life. A Cross Lord calls Riichi. Okay. Can I deal? I can deal into a Baimon and still be okay. I don't want to. Don't get me wrong. Please don't. Okay. Gaming. I mean, if I call Riichi and I somehow chase this, I don't think I have to play defense right now. I know that sounds completely silly, but like I could deal into a Baimon and still be okay. I wouldn't get last place. And so what is my play here? 3 concealed, Riichi, Tanya, 3 concealed triplets. And then a Crossword can't play defense, and I run the pants off of them, and then I get a Mongon, and I get to enjoy 2nd. Now, all of that is entirely fan fiction. Like, that is, we need to draw such good tiles, and we've had a lot of chances to draw into some good tiles. We haven't drawn into any good tiles. So, you know, it's not looking good. It's not looking great for your boy. But like, it could still happen, right? There's still suddenly an employee at Yostar could turn on the good luck faucet, and then we're so happy. If you're gonna give me 2 safe tiles, I'll throw 2 safe tiles. Oh man, this ain't my dad. This is a cell phone. Like maybe we even have Suji on the. Oh, okay. Maybe we could have played a little bit more aggressive. I don't think so. There's a decent chance that they sumo and we're in third. There's a decent chance that Right Lord deals in and we're in third. Stop me if you've heard this one before. This is Suji Gaming. They're not waiting with a 6-7. They could have a 7-9. Right Lord is not going to roll over and die, which is really interesting. But it's also like, oh man, if Right Lord wins, this is so bad. Okay, I was going to throw the 3 of characters anyway, so this is like really, that's great news bears for me. That's such good news bears. An enjoying third moment is fine. I think that the only way that I can genuinely process things is by writing them down. It sucks. It genuinely sucks. I wish I could. I wish it came easier. I took this class in college 4 years ago. Lying. I love lying. God, I love lying. I took this class in college where it was about trauma. Was I trying to be edgy? No, it just sounded like interesting. Okay, first place genuinely played like a monster. There's nothing we can do about that one. I mean, do they want me to fold this? It's hard to play. I mean, I'm playing it like a monster. I'm not even like sacrificing that. I play this like a monster. There's nothing you can really do. Yeah, there's no good choices right now. You're just stuck between a rock and a hard place. Anyway, took a class on trauma, and I don't know if it had any academic merit whatsoever, but I liked the final paper that I turned in. While you were out partying, I was studying the blade. The reason that I liked it is because we had read a lot about. It was an English class. It wasn't even like a psychology class or something. So we were doing some. We were smoking that dank reefer and talking straight pseudoscience in those lectures. But I wrote a paper that was really nice, or at least I thought, about how like the whole thing. I'm gonna talk about trauma, but I'm not gonna talk about anything specific. Just as a heads up, a lot of the big ideas in that class were like, oh, trauma, like it happens too quickly and the brain processes it too late, and so there's like this weird temporal disconnect. Again, maybe pseudoscience, you know what I mean, or maybe extremely true. I don't know. Poetically, a nice idea. And my entire final paper was like, oh, writing, at least for me, is like a time when time stops. And so like you can actually, this is sincere. This is the most vulnerable I felt. I'll tell you about, like, I would rather tell you about fetishes than what I'm telling you about right now. This is just a real sincere thing that I believe. And you can make fun of me and ask for my lunch money, and then I'll feel so sad. But it's like, that's when time stops. And when you're writing, you have the chance to like re-examine things. And like, and that's when, I don't know, you can make connections, or you can like, I don't know. It's just a moment where you can actually start thinking about things, and that might just be true for me. Okay, did they like this chi? Because this hand was weird. I think I should have cheated earlier. This 2 of characters that came out from Left Lord, it's debatable. Okay, 33. It's like 1/3. Okay, but then this chi. Tell me, yeah. This chi is strong. It just leaves my hand in a much stronger position. Yeah. I play this like a freaking monster, by the way. And then you have something spicy. But I am in Tenpai, and I don't think I'm ever allowed to fold. And then Right Lord deals into a Suji trap, and that's so evil, actually. This is one of the most evil things that I've ever seen in my entire life. Jeez Louise. South 3, repeat 1. There was this. I cut the 1 of characters here, and I thought, oh, maybe we could speculate on pure straight. Okay, I love this. Maka is like, I think if we had like a 2 of characters and then we drew into this, sure, absolutely. Then we're 1 tile away from pure straight. This is just bending over backwards for pure straight. And I would rather cut this and try to accept a 2 of bamboo or a 4 of bamboo. Gaming. South 1, chi decision. Was that what we literally just looked at? No, this chi was different. This chi was different, because my weight is bad, and I didn't realize how bad the weight was. They're okay with it, though. Being in Tenpai. Maka loves being in Tenpai. Or getting to Tenpai. Okay, fair enough. East 2, repeat 1. There was a deal in from Right Lord. They killed my Ipatsu, but then immediately dealt in. Yeah, I call an early Riichi. Sometimes you just gotta let the Twitch chat boo you for a little bit. Sometimes you just gotta let the Twitch chat boo you and play safe. We're too far away from Tenpai. We're just too far. Okay, because even if you cut this, you pawn this, you're still not in Tenpai. It's just you have to take too many steps through a minefield in order to get there, All right, folks. It's gonna do it for today's video. If you like this song or you like this song or you enjoyed the pseudoscience, leave a like and a comment. It helps out me and the channel. It's such a great deal. You can also subscribe to new videos every single day. I stream on Twitch Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 3 p.m. Pacific. The link is down below in the description, along with our community Discord, our VOD channel, and our Patreon, which is the best way to support me. Sincerely, thank you for all your help on Patreon. Is there anything else? Until next time, please take care of yourself and please be kind to yourself. Okay? I'll talk to you soon. Woo! Peace.